So today I'm going to show you how to build an agentic chatbot with Claude Code in 3 easy steps. So remember that agentic chatbot video that I posted about a month ago? I noticed that I can't fully utilize Claude's built-in tools in LangGraph, like browser use. I also can't display Claude for Sonnet's reasoning tokens. This may change in the future when LangGraph or Anthropic release a new build, but for now, I'm going to code a new chatbot using the Claude API. Let's go. Hey, I'm Will, and I'm an AI product management coach. I've helped dozens of people break into the industry by designing their careers with AI. AI product management is absolutely exploding right now. The numbers don't lie. PM openings are up 53% from 2023 lows, and AI product managers earn 35% salary premium over traditional PMs, according to an Amazon survey. AI product managers are on the cutting edge of innovation. Want to future-proof your career? DM me. It's open enrollment. So another reason I like the Claude API is because it has very robust documentation compared to Gemini or OpenAI. I prefer Claude's documentation as it basically lays out a lot of best practices, including prompt caching, extended thinking for when you're building React agents, citations for web search, computer use tool, and the MCP Connector, enabling users to connect to remote MCP servers directly from the Messages API without having to use a separate MCP client. Okay, so with that, let's get started. So before I even power up my terminal or head over to Claude Code, the first thing I'm going to do is create a Claude.MD file. And I'm going to use Claude Opus to generate the Claude.MD file for me, which is basically a best practice known as meta prompting, using GenAI to create a prompt. Claude.MD is essentially a guiding principles document that Claude Code will reference when writing code. So here, I'm gonna just switch over to Claude Opus 4, and then I'm gonna type in the prompt, which is basically a PRD for my project. So create a Claude.MD file for an agentic chatbot app that I want to use. The chatbot will be powered by the Claude API with a fast API backend for a modern web framework, i.e. Core's middleware, with a front end that shows typing indicators in the UI during tool transitions for a natural feel. The MVP should have the following. Okay, so here I'm going to just start pasting, copying, pasting a lot of features from from Claude's documentation, right? So extended thinking with prompt caching, that's number 1. Okay, and then I'm gonna do streaming messages. Right, and I like providing URLs because that way it provides context from the documentation so it can reference it for the code examples and best practices. Okay, so here we got the citations, and then we have our web search tool, so let's definitely add that. All right, cool. And then the MCP connector, I'm super excited about this one. I'm gonna test this little, my bad. Just fix that real quick. MCP connector, great. And then I'm actually going to reference a standard time MCP server straight from the GitHub repo, right? Just to text out the MCP connector. Okay, so let's give that a go. Okay, so right now it's generating the Claude.MD file. So now I have the Claude.MD file generated, so let's just review this real quick. Modern chatbot powered by Claude 4 Sonnet, featuring extended thinking, streaming responses, citations, web search, MCP. Awesome. Provides an intelligent conversational interface with advanced capabilities, real-time streaming, extended thinking, web search, okay. Backend framework, fast API, API client, server-side events, 4's MCP, great. React, state management, real-time updates, UI, UX, typing indicators. Okay, awesome. Extended thinking with prompt caching. Okay, this is good. But notice, like, I clearly said Claude 3.5, Claude 4 Sonnet, and now it comes with Claude 3.5 Sonnet. See, this is why we're AI product managers, folks. Just noticing the hallucinations there. Like, I get why it's doing it. Claude 3.5 is the most stable model version, but I specifically asked for Claude 4. And there's other things too, like the citations, for example, and other things like defining its own web search tool when, you know, it's a pretty easy standard tool call. So anyway, we're not going to use most of this, but I do like the overview given at the top. So we're going to run with this for the Claude.MD file. All right, so I'll see you in the terminal. Okay, now I'm in the terminal, and as you can see, I have Claude Code fired up in my project directory. Notice how the only thing that's on the screen right now is the Claude.MD file, and literally, I've added development guidelines for Claude, core philosophy, right? Just makes test-driven development, TDD, non-negotiable, and I even put it like in the first person for Claude Code to follow. That way, when it's implementing features, it can write tests first, test the behavior, no type assertions, immutable data only, and small pure functions, etc. Okay, great. So I'm going to minimize this. I'm going to make this just like a little bit bigger. Okay, so because we haven't developed anything yet, now I'm going to hit Shift-Tab to toggle on plan mode. All right, so what I like using plan mode to ask Claude Code questions about my project. In plan mode, the code agent won't write code. Instead, it'll think about your questions and come up with a plan to solve for it. So now I'm going to copy and paste in the screenshot, which I actually took from a different project that I referenced, and start giving it instructions. Okay, but I'm not going to give it like everything at once, right? So instead, I'm going to decompose the features basically into separate tasks. So here I'm going to say, create a fast API app structure with WebSocket support for real-time chat. Screenshot of the front-end UI is attached. All right, so I'm going to hit that, and now basically watch Claude Code work its magic. All right, so now it came back with, and it was pretty fast too, right? Let's see here. Okay, the main application, the fast API application, the chat handler, okay, models.py, Pydantic models for chat messages. Yes, okay, great. The Claude client.py file for the Anthropic SDK. Okay, so it's basically splitting out the back end. We got a config file for environment variables and the requirements txt. Okay, this makes sense to me. And with the testing, you see how it implemented this testing strategy? This is what I love about including that in the Claude.MD file. Okay, then it lists the key features there. So would you like to proceed? Yes. All right, so it looks like Claude Code did its thing. Now I'm just gonna check. I'm gonna check out what it built. All right, so let's go over to localhost. Awesome. There's definitely a lot that we need to fix about this, but it's fine. But let's just check out the functionality. What's the capital of Florida? Awesome. Perfect. See, Claude Code was able to create a working prototype literally in 3 easy steps. In my next video, I'm going to show you how to make it a little bit more robust in terms of the prototypes by implementing error handling, handling stop reasons with Claude API. And then we're also going to test out really cool tools such as browser use. So you don't want to miss that. Stay tuned to AI by Design.